Hello, everyone. This is Noah and John. We are from UrbanDigs. It is Friday, so this is your weekly Manhattan market report. John, let's get right into it, man. I'm looking at supply right over here. I got 8237. It looks like we're ticking up, but we're slowing down. Show me the chart.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, 8237, it's another 1% increase. So, this number is one of these pipeline numbers. So we keep adding to it until we take away from it. So it's good to see the pace slow down and stay down.
Exactly. For those of you that have been watching, we really shot up to 8,000 real quick. And that gave the impression a little while ago that maybe we'll shoot up to 9,000.
Yeah.
And if you've been following us for the last few weeks, that has died down significantly. So we're starting to see a little bit of an August effect. So thank you very much. Pending sales came in at 1480. That's ticking up as well. That looks okay.
That looks okay. I mean, it's up like 3% or so from last week. And again, like active, this is a pipeline number. So we're starting to fill that pipeline back up. Again, these are good signs to see.
Okay, good signs to see. All right, I want to make a mental note, John. Before we go on to the weeklies, we love the weeklies. I want to make a mental note that we have price per square foot at $1,279 right now.
Okay.
And we have median sale price at $1,061,000. And these are July numbers, right? Mm-hmm. Which we never used to print, but now we're printing. We got more timely. We got more time sensitive. All right, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Now let's go.
Just a reminder that the cup is not full yet, but we're showing you the date. The sacrifice for that early look at the numbers is a small sample size. So FYI.
That's right. That's right. So these numbers are technically preliminaries. Right. That's a good way of looking at it. And over the next month or so, they're going to get more filled up, and it's going to become more accurate and less volatile to change. So we got $1,061,000 for median sale price. We got $1,280 price per square foot, right? So I want to go to my dashboard, and and that's for later. So I'll get to that at the very end here. But first, let's go to current inventory and active, and I want to go to my 1 week trend. We always do this 1 week trend. Active inventory 467. That's down, John.
That's down. It's down by like almost 11%. You can see it right here. I mean, this is our lowest week. I mean, last week was the lowest one since the reopening, excluding the holiday week. This is now the new lowest since the reopen. So,
right.
And I think you mentioned it earlier, Noah. I think this is an August effect. I think these are the last 2 weeks before Labor Day. It's hot. It's sunny.
Yeah.
People just want to break.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. And plus, you still got the whole COVID thing going on, so people are still away. Let's take a look at these numbers at the end of September and October and see where we're at. But still, it tells us that supply number is going to be now kind of muted on that upside, and it's going to probably start leveling out, and if not, come down from these numbers.
I would agree.
So very interesting stuff. 1 week contract signed. 1 week contract signed. Where are we? 157.
157. We're down from the last couple of weeks, but we're
August
still in that. We're still in that 140, 150 range. I mean, this is kind of where the market is right now. It's about, if you look at a normal year, this is about the volume we see on a holiday week. Like think July 4th, think Labor Day. Those are sort of the normal week volumes that we're seeing right now. But I mean, look, we mentioned it earlier. We're seeing it in active. We're seeing it in the pending sales numbers. I mean, it's August. It's the end of August. So this is traditionally a super slow time of the year. So I don't see why this, even with COVID, would be any different.
Yeah, and listen, I guess I would be more enthusiastic because, I remember the days when this used to be at a much higher level at the 250, 300 level, temporarily during the active season. So I guess I want to just creep up to those levels. But you know what? In time, things will come. We're going to track them regardless of where they are. This is where we are now, so we'll keep track of it. Let's move on, John, really quick. I want to do something a little abnormal for our format here. I want to go to 1 month closed, 1 month closed, and I want to get some information here, and that's my phone dinging on me. I apologize for that. And I got 339, right? So I got 339 listings that closed, sales that closed in the last 1 month. And I want to get some early look statistics at this, early look statistics. So I'm going to click select all visible here. All right, I'm on my CMA tool, and I get an early look at 8% listing discount, 1.22 million median sale price. Remember we were talking about median sale price before for July?
Yep.
That was $1,061,000.
Mm-hmm.
If I look at what's going on here right now, it's starting to tick up right over here. If I look at median price per square foot, $1,215. Okay, yeah. So this is a quick way, and again, this is a rolling month. This is not July. This is a rolling 30 days. How I'm looking at this, so I could tell that the sales prices are starting to tick up versus July.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. I mean, of course, again, we're dealing with a small sample size. So, as as more sales come in, we'll have a firmer look on those numbers. But I tend to agree with you.
Right. And I mean, let's just face it. Look, this is a changing situation. Either you're going to be ahead of the curve or you're going to be behind it. And I mean, the point is here, you're a professional real estate agent in New York City. Let's not mess around here. This is a fluid environment. It's a changing environment, and your clients expect you to be ahead of the curve and deliver this type of information. So this is one quick way to find out. Again, if you're mid-month, like we are now, August 21st, how the hell are we doing? This is a quick way to see how we're doing. Right?
You're exactly right.
John, you got a chart right now that is an interesting chart. I want to give a shout out to Scott Harris at Brown Harris Stevens, who recommended this chart. Pray tell what you got.
So check this out. This is listings that are active right now that are listed for both sale and rent. Now, it's historical, so we're looking back, but it's basically a monthly view of listings that are marked as I'll sell it or I'll rent it, but it's at the same state at the same time.
Right.
So you can see, I mean, look at this spike as we get into, the post-COVID season here. I mean, it's just the numbers just start going up through all the historical averages we have.
This is really interesting, Johnny. And I mean, I guess we wanted to look at this and see if we see anything abnormal, anything out of the ordinary. And I guess I'm looking at a chart like this and everyone else is looking at a chart like this and something does stick out at me. I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is where are we normally? And I'm looking at this chart right over here and it looks like we're in the high 200s to the 300s normally this time of year. Mm-hmm. So now it looks like we're in the low 900s. If I'm wrong on that chart, it looks like around low 900s. Yep. So there's about 600 listings there that maybe are here because of today's scenario and what's going on. So what are those 600 listings? I mean, are these desperate people? Are these desperate sellers? Is that what it is right there?
I think that's the real question. There's much has been made of the exodus from New York City, and I think that the question still remains: is that happening? And if so, are the people out for good? Are they coming back? And I think this chart sort of gives a hint as to maybe a little bit of insight here. And my take on this, Noah, is this to me looks like investors. This looks like people who are no longer who are not using. This is not a primary residence, but they need the cash flow. So they either want it sold and they want the proceeds from the sale, or they want the cash flow from the rental.
Yeah. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I agree completely. I think this is a good, quick, unique look, something that doesn't happen that often in our industry, at maybe those sellers, investors, they have it as second homes, whatever it is. It's probably mostly condos, obviously. I guess there's a couple of co-ops in there, but it's probably those investors that are like, just sell it, rent it, put it out there. And this is now showing how many of them are out there. And clearly there's more than usual. Very, very interesting. Thank you very much, John Walkup. I am Noah Rosenblatt. We are from UrbanDigs. This is your weekly Friday report. We'll catch you next time. Have a great weekend.